Hello YouTube, we are back for, what is this, leg 4 now, taking off from Sandefjord, that's probably not how it's pronounced, in Norway, and we've changed planes. We're now going for a, what's this thing, a DA62 is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So yeah, this is me, Swoops, Oldskool, say hello.
Hello.
And Mario, introduce yourself.
Bangers! Mash! Potatoes! A ghost!
You've been watching too much Friends, you have. Right then, we managed to fix the visibility problems. We can now see each other, which is more like it. It's only taken about 4 restarts of the program, you know. Oh dear. So, let's go ahead, start up and think about taking off. Ooh,
Right.
I've never flown one of these.
Oldskool.
Yeah.
Between the seats,
Yeah.
you got a big wheel. Behind that, you've got 2 little levers that when you hover over them, it says set left tank fuel control to crossfeed.
Ah.
Set them both to crossfeed. And you should be able to start it. 2 seconds, phone's ringing.
That's bad.
Thank you.
Right, where are the lights? Anybody see light? Oh, there they are.
At the top of the dash, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, turn this off. Turn the wind display on. Ignore that. And yeah. Right. Right, this airport's got one of them, an automated weather thing. Hang about, and I'll tell you what the altimeter setting is. Blimey. 2957.
Okay.
2957. Crikey. That's very low pressure.
No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. Bleep bleep. No comment.
29.57 set. Both engines are running.
Yeah, my engines are running.
Taxi light on. Strobe on.
Now leave that off until you enter the runway.
So just taxi and position.
Exactly. For the time being. Right. I've got an AI plane to follow here, it looks like.
Tune ground. Request.
Right. Yep, I've got the taxi route, so where's the handbrake in this thing?
It's the big lever. No. Yeah, 3 levers in front of the throttle. Left hand one.
Oh, I got it. Cool. Marvellous.
Hey, I know more about a plane than you. Right, I need to request taxiing, don't tune to ATIS.
Oh, yeah. No, not that. That's automated weather.
Ground on.
That's what you want. Right, I'm taxiing out.
Depart straight out, isn't it?
Yeah. And it will just taxi you to the active. Has this thing got RPM controls, or is it just throttle? It's just throttle, isn't it? Well. Yes, Swoop, it is. Yeah, we can't see any either.
No,
Yeah.
I'm looking. God, you're so impatient.
Yep. Have we met?
I can't take off.
Why not?
I've got no fire extinguishers. Right. I don't... Oh, there. Yeah. Taxi. Right. Okay. Let's go.
I'm getting a really weird heat haze coming through the cockpit.
Yeah, it'll be your fans.
What fans?
Temperature controls and...
Rubbish. Heat haze from temperature controls? Nah, rubbish. Some sort of graphical glitch, that is. Right, I've got an AI plane on the runway, so I'm fairly sure I'm going to have to sit here for a while.
I've just gone past Oldskool.
Alright, I've got an AI plane on the runway and he's just cleared me for takeoff. That's nuts. That is nuts. This air traffic control does not work. So I'm going to pull over there and then get out of this fella's way, Unless of course it's sending him round that hangar. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe he's going round that hangar. No, he isn't. Well, I'm going to go round that hangar because it'll keep me out of his way. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he is. He's turning off. I am tailgating this guy like a white van driver.
Mm.
Well, you're a biker. It doesn't surprise me.
No, bikers always sit off to one side so that if the guy panic brakes, we'll go shooting up the side rather than in through his boot, you know?
Not the bikers I've seen recently. They all sit right on the rear bumper.
Alright, sensible bikers sit off to one side so that, you know, panic braking doesn't kill us. But this guy, I'm sat here at the full Audi now, you know what I mean? Oh, in fact, I'm so close, he's faded out.
Wow, have you gone full Mercedes?
I went full Mercedes then, yeah. No, it's full Audi, isn't it? The same?
No, Audis sit about 3 foot off your rear bumper. Mercedes drivers tend to be pushing you up the road.
Ah, right. This fellow in front of me doesn't like corners much. He does about walking speed round all the corners and then accelerates down the straights. So
It's all right. I'm coming up full BMW at the moment.
yes, you are, aren't you? How you getting on, Oldskool?
I'll be there in a minute. I think I went too far.
Yeah, he's going full. He's
No,
going
you
full
didn't.
Vauxhall at the moment, getting lost.
You didn't, Oldskool.
Oh,
You haven't gone too far. How do you get lost on a straight runway?
it's telling me to turn right now.
Is
Follow
it?
the blue arrows.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
go on, follow the blue arrows. Yeah.
This taxiway is not exactly what you'd call flat.
It's a little bumpy, yeah. I'm about to run into the back of this fella
Ooh,
again.
full BMW. Not stopping. Yep, I've just gone straight through the middle of you.
Oh, yeah, I just slammed into him. There he is. Oh no, that's you. Oh God.
You were pulling away from me, so I went, yeah, okay, full throttle. And then turned the throttle off and then realised I was gaining on you very, very, very rapidly. Have you gone past yet?
No, there's an AI plane driving through you now. You're in front of me.
Well, where the blue marks run out is the stop point, correct?
Yeah.
No, not really. Keep coming. Have you reached the runway yet?
Hang on.
Are you on the runway, old school?
He's just crossing it now.
He was going to say, I don't know, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI plane in front of me has been told to hold short due to the DA-62 on the runway. So I'm assuming that's old school. But since he's gone non-communicative...
I'm following the arrows.
Right.
These are a very odd-shaped plane, aren't they?
Yeah, they are a bit. I'm sure it's all for aerodynamical reasons, though. They look a
It
bit
took
like...
Old School a different way to us.
They look a bit like early Italian cars, you know what I mean? These planes.
Very flamboyant and curvy, like a sexy woman.
Well, what's this thing
I could
still...
got enough space to take off on this taxiway, I reckon.
Yeah, don't. I think this AI's blocked by you, Mario. I'm going to back up a bit. You might want to back up a bit yourself.
Shift P.
Because Old School's definitely not on the runway anymore, and this AI plane is not taking off. So, right, that'll do. Is he going to go? I suppose neither of you two can see this AI plane.
Nope.
No. Is he going to go or what, do you reckon? No,
Am I
he's
far
not.
enough back yet?
Do you know what? Sod him. I'm going. If he can't be asked to go, maybe he thinks I'm on the runway in front of him, even though I'm not. Because I did ask for takeoff clearance before him. Because I thought we were coming up to the runway. Right. Strobe, landing light.
Yep, I've been cleared for takeoff as well.
Sorted. Well then, off we go.
Oh, we could do like a dual takeoff, side by side.
Alright, I'll wait here for you.
So we'll wait for Old School and have a triple takeoff.
Go on then. I'll try anything once.
I can't adjust engine to RPM from the throttle.
How do you adjust engine 1 RPM?
There's the main throttle is only adjusting one.
You got left and right, yeah?
Left and right engine showing on thing, but I've only got one throttle.
Right.
On
Right. Okay. I understand what you're talking about. What you've done is you've mapped your control, right? Your throttle and your joystick to throttle number 1 rather than all throttles. So
Okay.
that's why you can only move number 1. So
Okay.
if you've been trying to taxi on one engine, Jesus Christ. What you need to do is go into your controls and change it.
Okay. Okay, controls. Power management.
This AI plane has just decided to take off. He's just driven through the both of us and taken off.
Throttle 1 axis. There is no throttle 2 axis option.
Well, no, it's not throttle 2. What's your set to, Mario?
I have no idea. I don't want to go into the menus.
Yeah, don't. It's not throttle 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's something else. It's like, I can't remember. It's like all throttles or something like that.
I'm sure mine was just throttle control.
Yeah, throttle axis is what you tuned yours to, isn't it? That's right, throttle axis.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
because I got it the wrong way around.
That's right. And you were on full power on a closed throttle.
Yeah, with no brakes.
I wish we filmed that. That was so funny.
Well, I've got no option to like make it throttle 1 and 2 on one button.
Hang on, I'll have a look.
Controls.
Power management, throttle. Yeah, you've got increased throttle and decreased throttle. How about that?
Okay.
I've got those assigned to buttons.
Yeah, it's throttle axis are changed.
Yeah.
Okay. Power management. Throttle axis.
Throttle axis. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah. What do I need to do?
You need to
Set
map
it
that
to
to your
your-
throttle.
Yeah.
Okay, clear current then first.
What's the engine
Okay,
temperature?
joystick R, joystick axis Z is what it's come up with when I move the throttle.
So
Right. Okay. That sounds probably about right.
Axis Z is right.
Okay. Validate. That should work now, yes?
Well,
Theory.
if when you go back in the game, you suddenly throttle up and go like full power when you've got a closed throttle, then you need to go back into your menu and click reversed. Like Mario had to.
Okay.
But you'll only find out when you come back in the game.
But what you'll have to do is throttle up and then close it.
Mm-hmm. Engine 2 still not responding to the throttle.
Is that because when you went clear current, you weren't on the engine 1 throttle control, were you? So it still thinks your throttle is controlling throttle 1. Do you want to load up TeamSpeak and I'll fix it for you? Not TeamSpeak, TeamViewer.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Okay.
Yeah? Alright.
Okay.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
4PJH33.
Right. you had throttle one axis set. This is the one you want.
Okay.
Move your throttle. Right. Now try.
Yep.
Right. Exiting team viewer. There you go. I can't see Mario anymore.
Because I'm in a menu.
Oh. Please don't do that. Not after all the hassle we've got on getting it to work. I still can't see you.
I can.
I can't. Oh, there he is. God, fuck that. Language, Timothy.
I've got autopilot on buttons on my controller now.
Yay.
And it shouts at me when I put autopilot on.
Ooh.
Should I wait at the line here?
No, put on the
No.
runway and line up with the rest of us.
Okay.
Well, get permission to take off.
Yeah.
Right.
What he said.
You pull up on the left-hand side in front of Swoop, so Swoop can watch us take off in front of him. Nicely on camera. And then as we drift into each other and have a big fiery crash, and Swoop flies into it and dies in a horrible, painful death.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they've taken a bit of a cop out with this collision detection myself.
Yeah.
I mean, you run into anything, you just get a black screen with you have crashed, you know.
I suppose it's so they don't have to do damage physics of wings coming off and stuff, isn't it? It's just
See
a big
again,
cop-out.
yeah, it's a cop out, isn't it?
Yeah. Left side of Swoop.
The other left. That'll be why. No, it won't. Eh?
Keep coming
That'll be
forward.
why. Give you a tip, lads. Don't forget to turn your alternators on.
I did. I turned mine on. Come right, old school, so you're like on the runway. Right, there you go, straighten up.
Alright, ready when you are.
Right,
Let's go.
you
We're
ready,
blocking
old
the
school?
runway.
Hang on, I'm going to get my flaps set correctly. Flaps, there we go.
Ready? Yes,
You ready,
no?
old school? We're
Hang
going
on.
on you, old school.
Hang on. I would have said if I was ready.
What are we waiting for?
Yep, let's go.
Right. Go.
3, 2, 1, go.
My lights all went off.
What?
Avionics lights all went off.
You forgot to turn your alternators on.
Worry about it
Honestly.
when we get in the air.
And he hasn't got any avionics. He doesn't know how fast he's going. Jesus, you've just gone up.
Yeah.
Ooh, crikey.
My camera angle turned to the left.
What? Oh, I've lost Oldskool. Where's he gone?
Oldskool?
I'm in the air, but I've still got no avionics for some reason. I didn't turn them off.
I've lost
No,
him.
your alternators are off.
Yeah, you haven't got any battery power. He's completely disappeared. Do you see him?
No.
What the hell?
Where's
Alternator switches, they're in front of you to the left side of your primary flight display near the bottom of the switch bank.
engine master?
No, above that it says alternator left and right.
Ah. Ah.
So yeah, you
Yeah.
ran out of battery power. So, where have you gone though? I can't see him anymore. He's gone.
Yeah, I can't see him.
Can you still see us, Oldskool?
Hang on. Let me.
Oh, I hate
Yes.
this. You can.
Ah, right, he's out to the left. I see him now.
He is? Oh yeah, there
Yeah.
he is. Right. Struth. Well, we need to turn left anyway. Yeah, frequency change, thank you very much. Right, let's go 120. And how high do you want to go, lads?
20,000 feet.
No. What do you want to go that high for? It'll be boring as hell up there.
Because we can.
No, it'll take ages to get there as well, don't be silly.
Yeah, no, we'll just set it about 3,000.
3,000 it is, alright. So, heading. Setting altitude to 3,000 feet. 500 feet a minute climb.
Right, I need to come a long way back across to use.
Yeah. Why is it set me there? Right, here we go. Right, my heading is 120, so Oldskool, if you steer 135, you'll come back in towards us.
Okay.
And I'm coming across at 89.
Alrighty. Right, so the flight plan is going to take us across Sweden, across the dirty great big lake in Sweden, and then over the Baltic and into, I'm not sure where we're going to hit, whether it will be Poland, whether it will be Germany, whether it will be Lithuania.
Right, I'm a long way
Won't be
behind you
Lithuania.
two, so throttle back a little bit.
How did you get all the way back there? Hang on, you've gone. You've disappeared on me.
No, I'm just a long way away.
Oh, Struth. Icons have disappeared again. Jesus. This
Did you
is
say
a silly
130,
game.
by the way? Still.
No, I said 135.
135. Oh, okay.
Are you going a bit deaf in your old age, or is it hard of thinking rather than hard of hearing?
Oh, I was thinking. Altitude?
Set to 3,000 feet. Has this thing got a weather radar on it? Yes, it does. Clear for 200 miles. Marvellous. That's what I like to hear.
What's your airspeed, Swoop?
Indicated 161.
Right, I'm only doing 167, so...
Well, that's faster then, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's only 7 knots faster, so...
Yeah,
It's
well,
going to take me a long time to catch.
let me set the altitude and then I'll come back to cruise. Christ, let me level out first. Stroof. Right, I am almost level at 3,000. Right, throttling back to... Oh, no, both of them. Both of them.
Your idea of 3,000 and my idea of 3,000 wildly different. Because you're showing us at 3,135.
Well, the pressure must have changed then. Because I'm still set to 2,957. I don't care though. This is about right. So I've throttled back to 2/3 and the airspeed is dropping. I'm down to 140, holding at about 140. Here comes an old school. Old school, steer 120, come back to 60% power.
Okay.
And I can see a Mario again. There he is. Fantastic.
Throttle, did you say?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, what did you say you've got your barrel set to?
2,957.
2,957. Well different amount.
Yeah, that'll be why your altimeter is set wildly differently.
Setting mine to match you.
61, that's close enough. Oh dear.
Don't need my taxi lights on. I need strobes on.
Don't tell me you took off without landing the strobes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. You caught us up yet, Mario?
Almost.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to go full power then to catch up with Old School. Well, correction, I'm going to come to 90% power. Or as close as I can get. There we go, 90% power.
Pass the swoopy on the left hand side.
Right then, so subjects of conversation. What we were talking about while you went out for a fag then was Game of Thrones. You still haven't seen it, have you?
No.
Do you remember what he said to us while it was on? He said, "No, I don't want to watch it until it's finished." Didn't he?
It's very
Didn't
finished.
he?
Yeah, well, I've still got no interest in watching it, so...
Right, okay. Why don't you want to watch a program that has lots of things that appeal to men?
Yeah, it's got all
I don't
kinds
want
of
to
stuff
list
in it.
them, but, you know.
It's got no interest in watching it. I've got no interest in watching any TV nowadays. I'd much rather spend it like doing something productive, like fixing one of my cars or
Flying across Norway
yeah,
or whatever.
flying around the world with two illiterate idiots.
We're not illiterate.
Oh,
We're
Old
not
School.
an idiot.
Break. Old School. Go 90% power now. We're catching you rapid.
Understood.
In fact, go full power now. We're catching you so rapid. It's unreal.
Yep.
There we go. Carry on.
We're not illiterate. That's the only bit I'll deny.
You're not
Anyway.
illiterate. You know who your dad is.
Right, old school. What's your airspeed?
164 and rising.
Come back to 90% power now.
Okay.
So we've got a ground speed of 187 knots. We've got a 30 knot kind of a crosswind, but a little bit of a tailwind. Yeah, doing well. God, Sweden's flat compared to Norway. Or this bit is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's we get the flat pack idea from.
Ah, of course, yeah. Silly me.
I apologise to all our Swedish viewers.
That's why you get meatballs in Sweden, because they don't roll off and roll down the hill.
Oh my god.
No.
I really want to go to IKEA now and get some meatballs. I really like the IKEA meatballs.
If we're over Sweden, look down and you'll see one every 200 meters.
He's got a point, you know. Do you know the IKEA in what's it called, Southampton, is actually visible on this map?
Oh dear.
It's a big blue and yellow building. So if we're going to be overflying IKEAs, we're going to see them in game.
Okay.
I can't see one wherever that is though. That's a lovely looking little town, that is, isn't it?
Do you know that there's only one real point to an IKEA anyway? Right? And the point is, it's somewhere you can go with the other half that you've got, if you say to her, you know, we need to see all of it, because then when you come out, you can tell her you've taken her out for the day.
And you can stop halfway around for a meal and
Yeah.
have meatballs. Yeah, I like that actually.
Look at the scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've killed look, I mean, you've taken her out for the day, right, to see the sights. You've taken her out for a meal, right?
Yep.
And you're going to visit the beds section as well. So there you go.
And you're inevitably going to buy her something because, you know, it's what women do at IKEA.
Yeah. So what? I mean, apart from the fact there's no ice cream or wine in there, which could be remedied, yeah.
Oh,
There's the perfect day.
Actually, no, the little shop at the end, you can buy ice cream and wine there.
Well, there you go then.
And miniature little dime bars because
Yeah, well, there you go. After dinner munch as well.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So there we go, folks. We've come up with the perfect location for your next date night, and that is the nearest IKEA.
Yeah. But the absolute perfect date is going there and forgetting to take your wallet.
Break. Swoop, I'll very much doubt you're on 120.
Well, I am.
Because you've gone from being 300 foot out to my right to bang in front of me.
Nope, I'm definitely on 120.
I is too on 120.
I mean, the crosswind doesn't help, but I definitely am. Unless I'm getting gyro drift, but I don't know. I'm sure I turn that off because it's silly.
Oh well. Anyway, yeah. So back to.
Do you want to throttle back a little bit more, Old School? Come back to like 80% for a little bit, so that we're
okay.
A little bit closer, maybe. But yeah, anyway, yeah, you were saying.
You can't expect him to remember what you said 15 seconds ago. Jesus.
This is true. Yeah.
I mean, how he gets himself dressed in the morning amazes me.
I got a diagram on the wall.
Ah, right.
Right.
So that means that next April then we need to get round there like sharpish and change it so he's putting his underpants on his head and things like that. So.
Is that why I'm getting funny looks at the local shop? Is that not a hat then?
Ah, right. I'm starting to see the problem here.
No, I don't have a problem. Everybody else has got the problem.
Either John or Mo already changed his diagram on the wall last April, and no one's told him yet. So
John hasn't changed the diagram on his wall since he hasn't got a diagram.
okay. Well, nobody knows who we're talking about anyway. So
This is true.
Is
So-
John likely to watch this?
Oh God, no.
no chance.
Okay. John is a monumental moron anyway. I don't like
Yeah,
John, and I've
He's
never
under-
met John.
His understanding of technology runs out at light switches.
Yeah, true. Getting a bit of turbulence. How about you two?
Oh yeah, I'm getting loads of turbulence.
Yeah, I'm wiggling about a bit.
Let's have a
Wiggle
look at the
it.
old
Just
clouds
Just
we've
a
got.
little bit.
As it moves.
Oh, we got a few clouds in about 30 miles time that you can probably see in front of you now, but after that
It's really
uh,
simple. Tell me to
it's
steer this way. Tell me to go this high or whatever.
Well, I'd kind of prefer it if you figured out how to fly a plane without
I do know how to
having...
fly a plane. Follow you.
Oh dear.
Right, if it were real, what would be the easier thing to do?
You'd be
Buy
sat
your
in,
ticket.
you'd be sat in the back of my plane. That'd be the easiest thing to do. You can go 90% power again now, old school.
I'd be so drunk.
Well, this is looking a bit wilderness round here, isn't it?
Oh dear God, we've. Oh no, and I've figured out why this plane's so ugly.
You're in it.
It's an MPV. It's a 7-seater.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of lighting options on the ceiling. What's that switch there? Don't know. Oh, that one works. Oh, floodlight works. Other floodlight works.
The AC doesn't work.
Centre floodlights work. Well, one of them does at least. Cool. Because you wouldn't like me sat in the back of this thing, would you? It's definitely the kids' seats.
It's a Porsche.
No, it's not
not.
a Porsche.
It's not.
It's got, well, okay, it's an Alfa Romeo GTV where the back seats are not back seats but just big parcel shelves.
Well, yeah, except it's a 7-seater. But there was a plane, the Mooney Bravo, that some of them you could have a Porsche engine in it,
Okay.
and it would belt along at 240.
But then you wouldn't see anything interesting.
At 240, yes, you do. You just see it quite quickly. That's all. That's quite cool. I'm actually able to see the turbulence affecting your plane, Mario.
I've been sitting quite low in the aircraft, so I haven't really been watching things.
Yeah, this turbulence is unreal.
I mean, what have we got? We've got a 13.4 knot sort of crosswind-ish. So, yeah, you can understand why.
Rudder trim, you've got a crosswind.
I want to open the door and jump out.
Yeah, but getting back in's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that does become quite problematic, that.
Yeah, getting out with the correct equipment, not a problem. As long as the door's behind the wing.
Oh,
Now I'm
cool.
going to get out and try and jump forward into the prop.
The fuel switches down the bottom, right? There's control guards, so you can't accidentally turn the fuel off.
Oh,
Cool. The two little red tabs.
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Mario, to my left.
Yep. A long way to your left.
Ain't not that far.
You were a lot closer than that a minute ago.
Shall I steer left a bit?
It's entirely up to you, old chap. What happens if I put my landing gear down now?
They'll rip off. if it's
Ah,
not prevented,
it doesn't let you put it out at this speed.
if it doesn't prevent you from doing so.
He added quickly. Alright, we got a little bit more civilization now, look. Not a lot, but a little bit.
I am literally the worst person to possibly have in a plane with you. Because I'll be sitting there going, what does this button do? What does this button do? What does this button do? Can I play with this button? Can I pull this knob? Before you know it, we're like ejected.
Oh, we've got a few clouds up ahead, so I'm debating coming down a bit of altitude until we're past them. What do you reckon,
Roger.
lads?
1,500 feet.
Yeah, go on then. $700 a minute descent.
Ooh! Spongy Flame 263 is in a Cessna.
Ooh. Ooh.
Giddy giddy weedy.
Do you know, I reckon we can level at 2,000. I'm going to level at 2,000 anyway. I'm well into the yellow speed band here.
How far ahead of you two am I?
Well, look behind you.
Wow! Go to external view and look at how sideways these things are flying.
Yeah. Yeah, they really are. Because of that crosswind. Oh, we're coming up on the big lake, are we?
Hey?
I said we're coming up on the big lake, are we?
Ah.
He doesn't know. What country are we
And
flying over, Old School?
Egypt!
Hold on, I couldn't. Both of you were talking. Say again, Swoop.
Nothing, mate. Doesn't matter. Oh, dear.
I wasn't talking at the same time as him. I waited until he'd finished.
I must be coming
I
in out
couldn't
of
hear
sync.
both. You still at 120, Swoop?
Yep. Where are the cowl flaps then? There they are. No, that's not cowl flaps. Where are the cowl flaps? Don't know.
Why am I not going down anymore?
Oh, Old School's just overtaken me.
Shall I back off the power a bit?
Well, I'm at 90%. I haven't changed it.
I'm only at 80% and pulling away from you.
You did put the right amount of fuel in, didn't you?
Yes.
Says that with no conviction in his voice at all, then.
Shut up, Forrest. Or I'm going to open the right-hand side door and throw a can of fizzy drink out at you.
You will miss.
No, I won't.
Okay. I think he'll miss, Swoop.
What's them 5 white flashing lights over there for?
What 5 flashing lights over where?
At our 1 o'clock. Other side of the lake.
I can't see the
Oh,
other side of the
I
lake.
see them. There's the more, well, 2 o'clock now. Yeah, on the shore.
Yeah.
Right on the shore of the lake. They're like landing lights.
Yeah,
like,
that'll be an airport.
Yeah. You're drifting off left, I think, Mario.
Maybe it's a little bit.
So it's 5:15. It's going to start getting dark in about 45 minutes to an hour.
In about 5 minutes? What are you talking about?
45.
No, I've got longer than that.
Yeah, we've got longer than that.
What we'll do is we'll start flying until the sun starts to go down and then panic and look for an airport. And literally land at the closest one. In a mad panic of, the world is going to end.
Yeah, that'll work.
Swoop just disappeared. There's the Swedish triangle at play here.
Yep, Swoop's disappeared.
Oh. Yep, you two have just disappeared. It works well, this game, doesn't it? Oh well, let's hope I come back.
I'm going to steer left coming behind you, Mario. What's your heading, Mario?
120.
Okay. I'm on 120. Right. I see him.
Oh, I'm back now, am I?
Yeah, come left a bit.
I'm
You
still on
seem to be
120.
crabbing left across me, Mario.
Yeah, because my plane's flying sideways.
That's an interesting little spit of land we're flying over, isn't it?
Oh, that's wicked. There's a house on the end of it.
You're kidding.
Seriously, about 200 yards from the end, there's a little building.
I can't see it. I wonder if that's man-made, or I wonder if that's just a graphical glitch from the game, or whether it's like real or what.
I don't know. There's lots of houses on it further down.
There you go. There's a question for you then, Swedish people. What's that?
What's that? God.
Anybody from Sweden can answer. What's that?
Anyone in Sweden can understand what he just said.
They're not stupid, Swedish people. They'll understand what I'm talking about. Right, next subject of conversation then. We've covered Game of Thrones, sort of.
I need a pee.
We're not playing blockbusters, you know.
I'm getting a bit hungry.
Won't be a sec.
Well, you better shout to your cabin crew to make you a sandwich then. Me, I've got a load of lamb chops in the slow cooker, so I'll be alright later. So, you know, I'm really starting to dislike the visibility in this plane. It's not great for sightseeing, is it? No, Swoop, it isn't. No, we agree with you, Swoop.
Sorry, I'm. Whoa.
So what's this little town here then, do you reckon?
Von Vedi speaks Swedish.
I reckon your prediction there is probably correct.
Wait, how did the conversation go whilst I was having a wee?
It didn't really.
We're
wondering what this little town here is called. Have you noticed all these little Swedish towns? They look really well laid out. You know what I mean? It's not just like a grid like you get in a lot of boring American places.
They are a practical people, aren't they?
And they've all got decent-sized gardens as well.
Yeah, but you look how much unusable space there is as well in their countries. We got more higher proportion of usable space than they have.
I like the way they got these like almost like ring roads that go through the middle and all that. It's laid out very sensibly, isn't it?
There's racetracks here, like, you know, a kart track and
It looks like go-kart track.
yeah,
And off-road tracks.
Oh, it's a go-kart track.
One.
It's got a bridge on it, the tarmac one.
Yeah.
That's uber cool. That is. There's a dirt track one. The other one is obviously a supercross one. Nice.
I bet you nearly every place has got one, because let's face it, look how good the Nordics are at fucking motor racing in general.
Oh, you know where we need to fly to, don't you?
Language, Timothy.
That too. But you know where we need to fly to, don't you? The Nürburgring. Yeah. And fly around it at low level.
Oh
in
my.
biplanes.
We will do that at some point in the future. We've kind of gone completely the wrong way to get to the Nürburgring so far. So
we've got planes. We've got another day.
I'm pulling away from you still, and I'm down to 70% throttle.
What's your ground speed? It says that at the top of your GPS.
Ground speed.
Next to GS on your GPS, at the very top in purple.
It's not telling me.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What? It's got to be. It's on your secondary flight display on the GPS, yeah?
Oh, on the secondary flight.
Yeah, on the
Oh,
GPS.
171 KT.
Well, we're doing 180, so you're not pulling away.
I'm doing 189.
So why am I so far ahead of you two?
Because at some point you've caught a gust of wind that we haven't. Getting a bit choppy again, isn't it?
Mm.
Right. 75% throttle to let you two idiots catch up.
Well, we're definitely going faster than you. I can see it.
Are you at 2K as well? Yeah, you are, aren't you? I can see you are by close enough. Yeah.
Are you listening to this air traffic control?
No.
No.
Tune to Malmo control, right? I just ordered a plane. He said, here we go. It says, you are 20,000 feet above your assigned altitude. There's a pilot who's passed out and left it on autoclimb.
Fuck, I just got hit by what?
Language!
Excuse me. I just got hit by a very hard side wind. My apologies. It was a bit of a shock.
No, you haven't. What you've done is you've dropped into an area of no wind at all. We've got a 3-knot wind at the moment. In a minute, we're going to clip back into the 30-knot wind again. You see if I'm wrong.
Yeah, and you're a fine one to shout at me about language. That's my first screw up.
I'm the only one that hasn't sworn on recording yet.
And Swoop, you have made more than one mistake.
Yes, I know. Just not quite as
Cue my
blatantly.
smug face.
Oh, please do not send it.
There's
Hold
another
on.
racetrack down there, an oval. What's that, Oaks Racing, do you reckon?
Could be harness racing.
There's a
Like the
there's
Irish do.
there's a bigger one right next to it. Why would they be doing Irish harness racing in Sweden?
Because I think it was developed as an alternative to sled racing, but they can't do sled racing in Ireland.
They can't do sled racing around here at the moment.
Okay, I might be wrong, but that's not exactly smug, but oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah.
Now, Swoop, what you need to do is you need to edit that picture into the corner of the video for when it's published.
Do you really want your face to be known to the world?
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Good grief. You think blimey, you think I can edit stuff into the corners of videos?
Yeah.
Good grief.
Whoa, it just went foggy. You're a computer editor, computer program editor thingy majigger, aren't you?
Oh, that sounds like far too much hard work.
Hang about.
New.
No, wait. Your actual job description, is it or is it not a software developer?
What's that got to do with inserting pictures into videos?
Well, you're smart enough to figure it out.
Develop some software to do it for you.
Yeah,
There you
right.
go.
Oh, be quiet. Right, I'm lowering altitude again by another 500 feet because I'm clipping cloud here.
You'll actually find it's not clouds, it's
It's not, it's the bottom of the clouds.
okay.
It is, believe me.
I'm sure I said 1,500 feet at one point.
Maybe 1500 is going to be a bit low. I'm going to make it 1700. That'll do. That's out of the clouds.
Mario, start putting the power up. We're catching
Why?
you.
Well, you're right behind me, and Swoop is like still drifting off to the right.
I have to keep adjusting. Stay there.
I'm not adjusting anything. I'm just sitting here on 90% power on 120.
Yeah, I'm on 120 at 90% power as well.
We're definitely hitting some civilization now. Look at them roads down there. That's proper roads.
I'm sure we've driven that road on Euro Truck Sim.
Probably. I mean,
In fact, I'm sure that's where I had a monumental crash one time.
Isn't there only one road in Sweden? Follow the only road sort of thing.
Yeah.
There goes our Swedish viewer. That's him quit in disgust.
Mm.
Oh dear. Flying around the world insulting people. Yeah, great.
Well, no, the thing is, there's got to be more than one main artery road because the Swedish are like quite good at developing trucks.
That's true.
I mean, don't they have Scania and Volvo?
They do.
Didn't
Scania still
Iveco
exists
start?
because that was Saab, wasn't it?
Scania
No,
was
Scania.
Saab, yeah. It was the company was called Saab Scania.
Yeah. The split many
All right.
months ago.
I remember having a discussion with some bloke once. He was going on about, anybody who works for Kawasaki is going to get a Kawasaki company bike. And I was like,
No.
what makes you think that? And he went, well, yeah. And then some other bloke went, people who sell Scanias don't get Saabs for a living, don't get company cars. And I went, yes, they do. They get Saabs.
My cousin works for Porsche now, and he started getting company car at sort of upper junior design level.
So what's he got in a 35-year-old 924? No?
No.
You have to be a bit older for 924.
He's got a GT3, and for him and the missus, they've got one of those fucking 4 doors each.
Language!
Oh!
Oh dear, oh dear.
You're going to have to do some editing on this, Swoop. Thanks to that ratty-faced, spaniel-head dongo. And I'm supposed to be the angry one that can't control my language. Gee.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Coming up on another big lake. Oh, there's a river. First river I've noticed.
I want to live in this village down here. It looks nice.
Nah, they haven't got an IKEA.
I just heard that easy 1-9er, you're 20,000 feet above your Islam.
Yeah.
Signed out.
There's a pilot who's gone to the bathroom with the stewardess.
What does a farm in Sweden?
Food. Oh, I should think they farm all the same sort of things that the rest of Northern Europe farms, surely.
Yeah, but do they farm anything specific that only Swedish people farm?
Swedes?
Oh, that's just wrong.
Yeah,
Well,
I was thinking that, but then I thought, no, that really is quite offensive. It's like saying everybody from Norfolk is a turnip farmer.
No,
well,
there
they
are
are.
some
They
turkey.
are.
There
Or
are some
yeah.
turkey farmers in Norfolk.
Yeah, there's either turkey or like you say, turnips. If it doesn't begin with T, they don't grow it in Norfolk for some reason. But they don't grow
Or
tea, so you know.
Or the Irish only farm potatoes.
Well, they tried it once, but it didn't go well.
And
Yeah.
there goes the Irish farm.
Yep, he's gone now.
Dear. I saw a thing the other day that said some Irish fella, I can't remember his name, don't know anything about Irish politics, but he was going on about how Brexit, unless the Irish leave the EU as well, Brexit's going to ruin them.
Oh well, won't be the first time that something the British have done has brought hardship on the island of Ireland, would it?
This is unfortunately true,
Yeah.
just not doing it on purpose this time. And
Well,
Hungary's refusing to follow EU rules and are on the verge of getting kicked out completely, which I think is hilarious.
That's what we should have done.
Well, just broken the rules and got them kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a £39 billion divorce bill then.
are you above or below me somewhere, Mario? Because I can't see you.
In front of you.
And to
You
the
must be
left.
below him, but then.
Above and to the left. He's probably in
Oh,
your
okay.
blind spot.
Yeah.
Try
Because I can
viewing.
see you, and there's a C172 off your.
Try viewing blimey. Try viewing an external view, and you might be able to see him.
Oh yeah,
There you
it's
go.
slightly above me to the left.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Here's another dirty, great big like spit of land sticking out, or is that an island?
And there's a runway on the end of it.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's an island.
Is that a runway?
But I've got a marker for a runway, 4.2 nautical miles out.
I'm too far zoomed out. I can't see that.
No, I'm in external view.
Oh, you've got runway markers turned on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got that. I don't like all these silly markers all over the screen.
It's the only one I've got on.
There is a grass strip airfield.
Yeah, there is.
By the look of it.
I can see the runways now. There's 3.
Is that what you saw, Mario?
Yep.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool, living on that little island with your own plane.
Say again, I was outside, it's noisy.
I said that'd be cool, living on that little island with your own plane. Hey, you can see how windy it is. There are little white-topped waves down there beneath us.
Yeah, there are a few, aren't there?
Has the wind come back yet, or are we still in? No, we're still in this silly little 3-knot bubble. And yet the wind is affecting the lake.
Do you reckon I've got time to go for a cigarette?
Yes.
Roger, I'm going for a cigarette.
He's going for a cigarette. Well, us fellas who can smoke inside might as well roll one then, old schooler.
Well, I'm just finishing, actually.
Oh, you really? I shall just
Yeah.
make a start then.
Yeah. because I am the master of my own home.
You know, I said I reckon he's got time, right, to go for a
Where are
fag.
we going anyway?
Well, we're going that way.
We're
But-
going that way.
You know, I said he's got time to go for a cigarette. Well,
Yeah.
we might have to start climbing in a minute.
Is there terrain ahead of us that we need to climb over?
Yeah, it's certainly looking that way. Yeah, in fact, my phone's on charge on the other side of the room. Do you fancy letting him know?
What should I put?
You're about to fly into a tree,
Okay.
and I'm gonna raise my altitude back to 2,000 feet.
I'm going to put in capitals, pull up now.
Pull up.
Yeah.
We might be all right for a bit.
Yeah, I know,
I
but
think, but
I'm just trying to make him
I'm not positive.
Right, and then I'm going to put not joking.
Oh, I don't know. Now that I've gone up to 2,000 feet, it might have just been an optical illusion.
Oh, I haven't sent it yet. Thank fuck for that.
Oh, will you? What's your language?
Sorry. I did so well with the previous couple as well.
We need a swear jar.
Okay, I haven't sent the message to him yet.
All right. Well, yeah. We'll hang on for a minute. We'll see what happens. If he I'll keep an eye on him and see if he flies into one of those windmills.
Yeah. Right, I shall delete this message. Although he is pulling away from me a little bit and over to my left.
Well, that's because we went up a little bit, didn't we? When you go up,
Oh,
you slow down. Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No, I'm still at 1800.
All right. I'm going to see if I can get another barometer setting. Alright, let's try that one. Nope. That one. Nope. Move around.
Right, and upping the throttle to 96 and steering left a little to
That's
stay
cool.
behind Mario.
Saab's got its own airport. Yeah. There's an airport called Saab. That's quite cool. I don't know the names of any big airports that are likely to have an ATIS, and I'm not finding one. Oh well, never mind.
You know, he's got quite a lot left.
Bricker 1-1.
Oh, there he is.
You're
Yeah,
a hell of a...
we decided to go up a couple of 100 feet because, yeah.
And you couldn't have waited until I got back.
Well, it was either that or run into a windmill. So.
I didn't run into a windmill.
No, you went between them.
Oh, cool.
Besides, I only went up 200 foot.
So I was having a think.
Yes.
Well, a thunk.
Right. Did it
A
hurt?
couple of other places. Yeah, it did a little bit. A couple of other places I want to visit. I want to visit Ayers Rock,
Right.
and I want to visit Tabletop Mountain,
Where's that?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Right. We've kind of gone the wrong way for both of those. Because we're going right round the world. So, next trip?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd quite like to have a look at Ayers Rock as well. Do a bit of bush flying in Australia.
Scandinavia 1 and 2 is 20,000 feet above its assigned altitude.
Yep. Dear, oh dear. You know why it does that, don't you?
Why?
Because we're on live traffic mode, right? So the air traffic control in game wants the plane to do one thing, but the air traffic control in real life is doing it properly, and the plane is cruising where it should be.
Oh. So the game's wrong.
Yep, completely.
Wonder how well this thing flies upside down.
You know you're going to lose all your airspeed, don't you, if you try and find out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
All right, next subject of conversation. Go on, somebody, pick one.
Cheeseburgers.
Well, you can't experience the best cheeseburgers because you've never been to Burger Star.
Oh, not convinced.
Now, actually, on the subject of cheeseburgers, I found this butty van when I was working as a trade plate driver. I found this butty van in Derbyshire, right? Oh my God. What he does is he gets the patty and he puts a little bit of cheese on top of the patty. Then he puts some bacon on top of the cheese. And then he gets a big handful of cheese and dumps it on the top and lets it all melt and then flips it all over and then folds the cheese over the patty and the bacon and then puts it in a bun. And oh my God, it was like an orgasm in a bun. It was,
What
Do you
throttle
know-
are you at, Mario?
lots.
What throttle are you
89%.
at?
Do you know, I found a burger van in Newcastle, of all places. Well, no, almost in Newcastle. It was in Washington.
Yeah.
But he did steak burgers out of a burger van, and they were like just incredible things.
I mean, there's a lot of these burger vans, these random little burger vans that have got really weird little techniques that just make absolutely awesome burgers. I mean, this guy was telling me he has lorry drivers that go 80 miles out of their way just to go and get a burger from his burger van.
Yeah, you find a good one. You found a good one. You know, there's one in Swindon as well. It's some Polish girl has got a burger van near the Kawasaki dealer there in the industrialist park, and she makes her own burgers, and they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, the best one I've ever been to in the UK was in Scotland, and it was at a truck stop on the A9. I was in a van surrounded by lots and lots of really big trucks and thought I was going to be freezing in this truck, a little van, because I didn't have a night sleeper with a heater in it, until I found out that they did a bed for the night for about £2 more than it cost just for the breakfast on its own, including a hot shower.
Nice.
It was excellent.
Yeah.
It was truckers and, well, only, and they only let me in because I'd already paid for it before they realised I was in a van. Some guy went outside to get something from his truck, and he said, "What's the reg of your vehicle, mate?" And I went, "It's the van." And he went, "Fair play, mate. You got some coming in here, you know." But never mind. I got to bed for the night and a really, really, really generous breakfast.
Marvellous.
Oh, it was amazing.
Do you know truckers don't get enough appreciation for what they do?
I've been with my brother in his Arctic on a long trip, and
I've been stuck behind two trucks on a dual carriageway that are doing 50 and 50.5 for 25 miles with a 4-mile tailback behind them because the one on the outside is so selfish he can't move over. Sorry, did I say that out loud? There goes all of our viewers that know anyone who drives a truck.
well, I can't speak from truck drivers' point of view because we coach drivers do 62 mile an hour, which is very, very slightly faster. And part of the reason is when you're on a really long journey and you're behind another vehicle, coach or truck, your speed limiter could be set at 62.8.
You've got cruise control, you can turn it up and down.
Cruise control quite often doesn't trim it finely enough.
Well, in that case, you're driving manually, so you're not using the speed limit, you're using your right foot, therefore you can let off the throttle a bit and do the same speed as the vehicle in front of you.
If you're holding the throttle at a certain place, rather than keeping it down to the floor, which is called at set speed, after about an hour and a half to 2 hours of doing that, your ankle will hurt so much that you'll wish someone would cut it off.
Well, use cruise control then.
You can't do that and maintain. So to maintain momentum,
then get
you
another
have to
job.
pull out and crawl past. You've got no choice. You've got to do the slipstreaming, pull out, and take an age to get past.
Yeah.
There's no other option.
Yeah, there is. You can slow down.
You get behind the wheel of one of them big vehicles, right? And
I don't
drive
want
it
to get the wheel behind one of those big vehicles.
to Germany.
Oldskool, come left, right.
The other left.
Because I was looking backwards.
I've throttled back a bit as well.
Why? You're behind us.
Okay.
Wow, look at this. Cool. Forest everywhere with a few lakes in it.
Imagine how many bodies you could lose in this forest. I mean,
And for the police officers that are listening, his name is Michael Hobbs, and he lives at 32 Strand Street. It's somewhere in Liverpool.
You're a dear, oh dear.
Mario, can you do a Scouse accent?
no. I probably can, but I'm not going to do it on mic because, like, it'll be rubbish.
Yeah, no, that would be incredibly embarrassing, mostly for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, Geordie trying to do a Scouse accent, it's going to come out French.
Well, it's better than me trying to do a Geordie accent. It comes out as Pakistani, mate.
Yeah, it's so many levels.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
So anyway, what was I going to say about the French earlier on?
Nothing. They're jolly nice people who make excellent wine and food.
Oh no, it was about the Pito thing, right? Yeah, the Pito pipe, and Swoop mentioned about how the French like to put their name to everything they invent. So can you imagine what the Eiffel Tower would have been called if it had been an English person that designed and made it? It would have been the big chunk of scaffold in the middle of Paris.
It wouldn't. We'd have given it a name like we gave Big Ben. You know, it'd be Big George or something.
I want to Google this. I want to Google this because I heard something one time, and yeah, I need to just double check this.
I can only think of one way of saying this with one word that I can get away with.
Oh yeah.
Ici, regardez la grande falaise.
Anyway, right, going back to Big Ben, the origin of the name Big Ben is not known, although two different theories exist. Number one, the first is that it was named after Sir Benjamin Hall, the first Commissioner of Works, a large man who was known affectionately in the house as Big Ben. The second theory is that it was named after a heavyweight boxing champion at the time, Benjamin Carnes, who also known as Big Ben. His nickname was commonly bestowed in society to anything that was the heaviest in its class.
Well, there you go.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
There you go, YouTube. We now qualify as a documentary.
I'm ahead of you, not behind you.
What's that got to do with Big Ben?
Nothing. You made a statement earlier that I was behind you. I am no longer behind you.
You were at the time.
Okay.
Here's another interesting. Yeah, you've gone ahead of us. Here's another interesting fact about Big Ben. The clock tower is not called Big Ben.
Oh,
Big Ben is the name given to the bell.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is where I've taken money off gullible tourists whilst being a coach driving tour guide person in London. Because as you come along the embankment with the Tower of London behind you, obviously one can see many sights in front of you. And I say to my people over the microphone, I'll have a £10 bet with any of you that you can't see Big Ben. And every hand shoots up and I go, okay then, that's the lot of you then. Bet taken. And so we're trolling off up the embankment, approaching Parliament Square, and they all go, oh my God, you're such a gullible person. Look, there's Big Ben. And then I go, no, would you like to open the guidebook you got from the people at the station? Okay. Flick, 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 flick. Read about Big Ben. There is a tower above the Parliament Square, and the bell within is called Big Ben. So if you can see Big Ben right now, you've got X-ray vision.
Also, next question, what is the name of the structure in which Big Ben is in?
It doesn't actually have a proper name. It's colloquially known as St. Stephen's Clock Tower.
Ha! You're wrong.
No, I'm right.
You're wrong.
No, I'm right.
You're wrong. It was originally called Clock Tower, but in 2012 it was renamed Elizabeth Tower to mark her Diamond Jubilee.
Well, there you go.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Mr. Know Nothing.
Well, all the tour guides from English Heritage that I listened to on the embankment then were all wrong.
Well, to be fair though, you were doing this in 1998 and it wasn't renamed until 2012, so you know.
If it was 2012, I stopped it by 2007, actually was the last year I did that.
There you go.
Yeah, at the time, that was correct.
Mario, can you double check your heading? Because I'm on 120 and keep drifting right at you.
Yeah, I'm on 120.
See, I have to keep coming back to 119. Otherwise I'll keep drifting wider.
I'll change it to 121.
No, leave it on 120. I'll keep doing the biz.
I haven't been keeping an eye on it. Where are you?
right behind you.
Okay. I'm set at 89% power.
Right. Let's find some.
6 o'clock UK time.
Sweden is
So-
very flat, isn't it?
Yeah. Bit featureless in. Well, we are in the north of Sweden, aren't we?
No, we're in the very. No, we're not. We're not in the north of Sweden. No.
Oh.
Right. Let's talk about Sweden for a little bit.
Go on then.
So, 2/3 of Sweden's land area is covered by forest.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yep.
How much of it is lake? Because
dunno,
there's
it
a lot of
doesn't
them as well. They got a lot of water in Sweden, apparently. I should imagine the whole country are quite good swimmers.
Do you know, I'm thinking because of the terrain, we need to be keeping an eye on where we're going to put down.
Well, aren't we going to cross the sea?
That'd be the Baltic.
Because what are we down to? We're not down to half a tank yet. So,
No, not about fuel.
yeah, I'm talking, yeah. What do you mean, not about fuel?
I wasn't talking about fuel. We're talking about time of day.
Oh, yeah, time of day, yeah. Well, you see that island offshore?
I haven't zoomed out enough.
The big one, I mean. I'm thinking maybe we should try and land there. Hang on, let me have a look. What do I want? I want the VFR map. That's what I want. And I want to scroll over this here island. What's that? Oops. Don't know.
Ooh. There are about 300 to 400,000 moose roaming freely in the woods of Sweden.
You mean the long thin one or the fatter one?
So, old school, right? There's a lateral thinking question for you, yeah? It's 1979, right? In Sweden, and a car has driven off the road and hit a tree. What caused the accident? Oh, come on. Are you not a Red Dwarf fan? I thought you'd get this straight away, thinking there's no way Mario's going to get it because he doesn't watch Red
No,
Dwarf.
I am a Red Dwarf fan, but I do not remember the connection.
Oh, well.
You two have just flown through each other. Oh,
no,
not
we
quite.
haven't. Very close,
Right.
though.
Anyway,
A little bit more power there, old school. And you're in perfect formation. Anyway, yeah, no, it's one of the later episodes of Red Dwarf where
10, 11, 12 kind of later.
yeah, somewhere around there.
Not me then. Yeah.
It's where Lister's reading an in-flight magazine and he's talking about, in Sweden, like lots of accidents are caused by moose wandering out into the road, blah 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 blah. And then later on, Rimmer is answering a lateral thinking question, and he says to him, "Oh, you'll never get this. You'll never get this. It's 1979 in Sweden, blah 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 blah." And Lister goes, "1979, you say? I think it's a moose." And Rimmer's like, "Don't be silly. Of course, it's a moose." And then Crichton comes in. And he says, Crichton, lateral thinking question for you. It's 1979 in Sweden, and Crichton goes, "It's a moose, isn't it?" It's really quite good, the way it's done. You got to watch it, but yeah.
It doesn't capture that.
You're drifting right now, Mario. Are you on 121?
Yeah, I did go to 122 to drift across.
Okay. I reckon we can make it to that little island offshore, but I can't see any airports on it, and there's a little area marked on it that looks to me like restricted airspace. and I can't think why, unless it's a Swedish Navy shelling zone or something.
Oh, that red border.
No, there's a blue circle on the island a long way offshore, not the nearest one.
Okay.
When you zoom in a little bit, there's a blue circle. Well, on the VFR map, I should say, there's a blue circle marked on it with no airport in the blue circle. So I can't think why that would be restricted, but
Here's an interesting fact for you about Sweden.
yes.
One of the Swedish kings became a pirate after he was forced away from the crown. Eric XIII was more famous for his title as Eric the Pommen. But did you know that the Swedish king was forced away from the crown in 1439 and then he fled to Gotland where he crowned himself Pirate King of the Baltic Sea for a period of 10 years?
Cool.
Ooh.
Wasn't there another king that I think it was something to do with one of these Scandinavian countries? There was another king who never ever, he always refused point blankly to let anyone see him without his clothes on, even doctors, everything, right? And after he died, they worked out why, because in his younger days, when he was a bit of a revolutionary, he got himself a tattoo that said "Death to Kings."
Yeah, that sounds very Swedish.
I've heard that on, I'm sure that was on QI, but I can't remember what king it was, unfortunately.
They had a lot of them, didn't they?
Do you know what?
What?
It's getting dark.
It is, isn't it? That's my previous statement.
Where do you want to land, Mario? Hang on, let me get a list of nearest airports. Hold on. All right.
This is a good fact. Sweden is one of the few countries where land mass is growing without the benefit of war.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's because the land is coming up out of the sea.
Cool.
Not just that, it's also because the ice sheet's retreating and exposing more land.
Well, there you go. According to the nearest airports list, we've got 2 airports. Oh, hang on, it's all just changed. We've got an airport bearing 106, 17.7 miles, so it will be on that first island. Should we try and make that?
Yep.
Right, 106. Turning now.
Oh, 106.
Yeah.
Turning to the left to 106.
It is called ESMZ. So, tune in. Right, nearest airport, ESMZ. It's called Olanda. And there's no tower, so I'm just going to select runway 15, which means I'm going to come to bearing 100, so we come in from the right angle. Announcing full stop landing.
What did you say about the course heading?
100.
Which runway did you say? Number?
15.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there it is. It's basically on the island that we're approaching.
Yeah.
That looks a bit swampy, that bit behind us. It's not exactly a nice coastline, is it?
Wonder if there's any gators in it.
It's hardly likely this far north.
Well, you never know. There might be like Arctic gators or something.
No, killer whales.
In a swamp.
It's not a swamp though, is it? This is the Baltic Sea, mate. It looks a bit swampy, but this is the Baltic Sea.
It's bloody cold.
Right, another fact that I've just thought of, which has got absolutely nothing to do with Sweden. Do either of you two know where the saying, up the creek without a paddle, comes from?
Do you know, this rings a bell. I might have heard it on QI. I'm going to turn 090 for slightly more separation, I think, on this the end of this here runway, because it's quite a short runway, so I want lots of time to get set up for it. And I'm also going to... Oh no, I'm at 2,000 feet, that's fine.
So, yeah, I was watching a program called Abandoned Engineering on Discovery, I think it is. And they were on about a hospital on the south coast of England. And it's surrounded on three sides by water. And the only way to get to it is up a creek. And it was very notorious for when they were doing all the
Initiation rites.
I think so, yeah. Where they were just like saying, right, you're coming and being in the Navy.
Oh, that press ganging, that's called.
Press ganging, that's the one. And was referred to them because if they were going up the river and they didn't have a paddle, they'd been press ganged into the Navy, and it was going up the river without a paddle because you were going into trouble.
And then it got turned into up the creek without a paddle.
Yep.
Can you hear this cat whinging to go out again?
No.
It's stopped now, thankfully, but it will start again in a minute, I'm sure.
Hit it with a shoe.
No.
Put a shoe on its head. Put a sock on its head.
No.
That's funny when you put a sock on a cat's head.
Oh, God. You're going to get a call from the RSPCA in a minute.
What,
right.
for putting a sock on a cat's head? Oh, wow. That also, duct tape on the tummy. That is funny as.
That's horrible.
Anybody see a runway?
Yeah, down to the right.
Oh,
3.4 miles out.
I see it. It's tiny.
Yeah, I'm gonna. We need. I'm going manual and dropping some altitude.
Yeah, me and all. Well, dropping some speed first. Get off, cat! Hey, stop it! Little swine. Right, all the lights are on. Yeah, all the lights are on. Right, flaps down at 130. Turn onto that runway. Cool, blimey. Left me turn a bit late, never mind. Trim back to maintain.
Oh,
right,
yeah, coming a little bit late. Oh no, there's two runways.
Gear down, 2 runways. Where's the other runway?
Oh, never mind. I thought there was another one that crossed it, but it's not. It's a taxiway. Flaps down, gear down. Not yet.
Right, announce final.
Where's the next runway?
Follow us.
I can't see you anymore.
Oh God. I can't look round for you because I'm about to land.
Yeah, I'm about 150 feet above the trees.
This is a short little runway, this is. Right, full flaps.
I'm actually contemplating landing in the field next to it.
You can manage the runway. Here we go. And flare. And come on, down, down, brake.
Nope, I landed short.
I'm fine. Where's the taxiway then? Is there a taxiway? There's a taxiway. Brake. There we go. There's not a lot of parking available here, you know.
There really isn't, is there?
Right, I can see where you guys are now. Coming over the airfield, I'll have a look. I'm in outside view now.
Right, I'm stopped. Where's the handbrake? There it is. Oof. Right, what's that?
Okay.
Fuel shut off. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, my wingtip went through that building.
It's approach from the sea, isn't it? That
Yeah.
one.
Well,
Right.
yeah, we're on an island, so you haven't really got a
No,
choice
no,
of
it
that.
rather than from the inland.
Yeah. Right, where are you? Lost sight of Oldskool completely. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah, he's going the wrong way.
I'm turning to get.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he came past it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right. So, as we may have explained in the last video, we were unable to stream today because despite verifying the account, and I know the account's verified because you can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes until you've verified your account. So I know it's verified. But according to the thing, I've got to wait 24 hours after verification in order to stream, even though I verified like 3 days ago. So
But doesn't it say you've had no streaming restrictions in the last 30 days?
yeah, yeah, it did. Was it 60 days? So I don't know. I'll email support and see what the crack is. But I don't really want to have to wait 2 months in order to stream. You might have been going. You're going a bit quick there, old school. I'd go around if I were you. Oh, don't pull up so steep. Crikey. Oof. Go further out and get yourself set up for landing earlier. One notch of flaps in gear until you're like almost at the end of the runway, and then bung the flaps down full and bring it in for a landing. Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
No
Turning.
worries. Yeah, turn shallower. Go further out. Go much further out, like a few miles. And I know you still haven't figured out what a traffic pattern is yet, but I'm going to tell you that usually traffic patterns are to the left.
Okay.
You know what? I think it gets too dark too quick in this game.
Should I keep going this direction?
Yeah, keep going out. Get a few miles out to give yourself more
Okay.
time to set up. Because it's a really short runway, this. And you guys have just disappeared. Oh well. Mario, you'll have to guide him in. I can't see him anymore. Mario.
Yep, I can see him. Thing. Yeah. No idea how far out it is. Oh, you're coming in towards the airstrip now, old school?
I'm turning, yeah, to get on.
Yeah.
It's 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start dumping as much altitude as you can because you're 2,600 feet.
Well, no. Get yourself set up first before you start dumping altitude. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to let this cat out before it starts digging its way out through the carpet under the front door.
Right, okay. Throttling back. I'm at 150 and it doesn't look straight on to me.
No, you're out to the left. You need to come right quite a bit. Oh, I've just lost you.
Okay.
No viz on where you are.
How's he getting on? I still can't see either of you.
I don't know. He's just vanished for me as well.
Oh no.
You're completely on your own, old school. Sorry, old chap.
I'm alright.
What's this island called then?
I'm down.
You are?
Yeah. And I didn't use the whole runway.
Well
Well
done.
done.
Right, where are you guys? Can't see you, hang on.
Yeah, we're at one of the parking bays, the one in the middle. Can't see you anyway though, unfortunately. So yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to drive up to one of these parking bays then.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we are then. We're down, safe. Completely.
I'm not even going to try and say the name of the place we've just landed at.
Okay. We've landed at some unpronounceable island just off the coast of Sweden. We missed Norway completely. And I think my headset's about to pack up. So, yeah. Right, we'll end it there then. Leg 4, wherever we're going, next time. When are we reassembling, gentlemen?
Sunday, probably.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Right then, goodbye for now.
Oh, I've
you
just managed to pull up at a parking spot. There we go.
Whee. Wish we
Job
could
done.
see you. Oh well, never mind. Right then, say goodbye, lads.
Bye, lads.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from them.